So, just figured I'd make this video for those who don't know. This is a Stihl Elastostart, and you can pull the actual cord out. This cord, the actual piece itself has torn, so grab this. This is a good one with it's almost brand new. The cord just unfortunately broke in it not too long ago. One of my other saws. So first thing you gotta do is get it poked through. Sometimes they need a little persuasion. There it is. And there's two little nubs on it. The first one, you really gotta pull. And the moment you hear that little click, it's fully seated. So there's that. And this top one is just the keeper that you just gotta pop in like so. And now the entire thing is rebuilt just like that. This is for my Stihl 046, the ported one you guys have seen. So what I'm gonna do is this. So usually you have to take that inner piece all off. This. But because I've done these so many times, I've gotten to the point where I can usually do it without having to take that off. Because you got saws, you're gonna be rebuilding recoils a lot, especially if you start turning up compression. But this one, because it's a two-piece rope and it has an actual core and outer sheath, and for the video I'll actually take it apart and show you. So first thing you do, take this off. This is the actual S-cam that engages the two pawls right there. When those pull out, they engage with the flywheel. Just carefully set those aside. And now, just gives you more room to work with. And see, right there, there's that opening. Gotta get the rope tucked in through there. Sometimes you gotta take it. I use these Klein needle nose. They got a nice thin tip and a sharp cutting blade, so it allows me to just cut it. Stick that through there. Then T27. Just use that to push it through. Sometimes you gotta use a smaller screwdriver. And pull it through. Make sure it's actually within the pull cord. And then the other thing you do while you're in here, if you think of it, is take a little bit of oil. I've used grease, I've used oil, but just while it's on your mind, put a couple of dabs of oil on both the spring and all the mating surfaces. Take this, and I just do some of these. You can fit a larger knot, and for those ones I will try and do a figure 8 knot, because figure 8 knots hold better than overhand knots in my experience. But whatever you do, this, it tucks right down, easy enough in there. This on, and there's a cutout that matches with the spring in there. I'll actually show you guys that. That little notch has to match up with that nubbin on the spring. So that just goes like that. put your pawls back in, and screw back in your S-cam. And make sure that it actually captures the 2 pins on the pawls. That you can tighten down a fair bit. And you just what did I do wrong here? So sometimes you gotta take it apart multiple times. So that's something you gotta watch out for. When I put it on, I pinched the spring. So there it is. And be very careful when you do that, because if you get that spring to spring out of there, it's not the easiest or the most fun to put back in place. There it is. I apologize about that. Once in a while, when you're putting this on, if you don't get it actually on and engage properly with the spring, there it is. So, spring this, and you loop it. It depends on the saw, it depends on your pull cord, but for a new cord, it's supposed to be about 5 to 6 turns. When you pull it all the way, you shouldn't feel the spring bind, and it should spring back into place nicely. And just like that, got a nice, shiny new Stihl Elastostart. It's a pretty simple process. It's just, there's a lot of little things. The cam needs to be tight, and you can't over stress anything, but if you do it correctly, it should look like that. And as you pull it, the polish should come out, and that's how you replace it. It's pretty simple. I messed it up, unfortunately, but I'm glad I did. Got to show you guys something else that can go wrong. Thank you for watching.